tonight I have on a Patsy by Uniwigs and Salt and Pepper. I wanted to wear a wig that was kind of a gray wig or a salt and pepper wig simply because I get asked a lot, Elaine, can I wear some of the shiny colors? Can I wear those? I am over 50. And the answer is you absolutely can. And the reason why I say that is if you are over 50, you can do whatever you want to do. I think that once we hit that age, I think we've kind of earned that right to not really have to worry about what the rest of the world thinks. So yes, you absolutely can. You may have to modify a thing or two to get your best look, but you can figure that out, fairly easily. I'm so glad you all are here today, and it is my pleasure to be here with you all on Labor Day weekend. So before we jump into this cute little peacock look, Lord, guys, I just got to tell you, I have had a day. I don't even know where to even start. First thing after I got up this morning, Trixie threw up by the front door. And she's not sick, but she has got the funkiest little belly. I mean, just one little thing will just make her throw up. Well, she threw up on my rug right there by the door, so I had to clean all that up. Then I discovered two things today. I discovered, number one, there is a reason why my dog groomers charge me what they do to groom her, because I actually attempted to groom her myself today, and that was an epic fail. Yeah, I will not be attempting that again because she scratched me, and that did not go well at all. So, no. I'll be paying somebody and say, here, take my dog, you do whatever it is you do, and I don't want to know, and I'll be back in 4 hours to pick her up. So the other thing I learned today is don't carry a bowl with hamburger grease and try to put it in your refrigerator, because you can sometimes spill that, which is what happened to me, and that stuff instantly congeals when it hits the cold refrigerator. So don't do that, because I spilled it all over the bottom of my refrigerator, and that's what it took me about 15 or 20 minutes to clean that up. I'm a messy individual anyway, so, and I'm clumsy as an ox, so those two things just don't go well together. But let's dive right on in here. Microdermabrasion Plus set. Y'all know how much I love this. This is like, honestly, this is like crack to me. I love this stuff. This is like crack in a tube, because I cannot stay out of this stuff. I use this 2 to 3 to 4 times a week. I keep this right here in my shower, and I use it with my little sonic brush. And man, I'm telling you, it really gets down in those pores and cleans those things out. And when I'm done, I use the pore minimizer, minimizes the appearance of your pores. And this is just a great little set. I love this stuff. I really do. This is my favorite Mary Kay product ever. And I know some of you got a sample of this last week. And just let me know if you're on here, if you're one of the ones that got a sample and you're on here, let me know what you think about it, because I want to know if you all love this product as much as I do. I love it. And I have been using this for about 15 years. And if they ever do away with this product, I guess I'll go down there to corporate and just say, you're going to have to make this, mill this especially for me, because I love this product. So Microdermabrasion Plus set is on sale for $50. There's $5 off on this, so $50. Okay, so let's get into the makeup look. Now, I'm going to be using several colors tonight, and I went ahead and put some of them in the palette so that you could see. And this little palette would be 34. There are 3 eyeshadows in here, and I'm going to use the copper. I'm trying to get that to where that light, there you go. I'm going to be using the pyrite. I'm going to be using the Starry Night. Now, I also am going to be using another color, which is the Crystalline here in the corner. And I'm sorry, that is really picking up bright. It's not quite that bright. And I'm going to be using a color called Burnished Bronze. Now, I don't have that color in my palette, but I think some of you guys have actually gotten that before. It's a shiny color. And some of the colors that I'm using, if you don't have the copper color here that I'm going to be using, you can actually substitute the shiny penny for that if you don't want quite as much shine. Now, shiny penny is shiny, hence the name shiny penny. But the gold foil is, I mean, it's like high beams as opposed to just a shimmer. So both of our foil eyeshadow sets are a high shine because they are foil. So I already have on my foundation, my translucent powder, and my eyebrows, and my face primer, my lid primer. I've already done all that. Hold on, ladies. I got to adjust this wig. It's, ugh. I think I got my straps too tight tonight. So let me pull this off and let's get to applying some of this makeup. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my little brush, and I'm just going to take my blending brush, and I'm going to load it up with some crystalline, which is this color right here. And I'm going to go, hang on guys, pull this out of my face. I really wanted to wear this wig too because I wanted to test out gray hair on myself and see what I look like, because I'm just going to be honest, I have not been ready to embrace this on myself. My hair is salt and pepper, but I'm not ready to do it yet. I just really am not. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. And so y'all have to give me some comments on what y'all think about this. So I've got the crystalline. I've got my brush loaded up here, I think, and we are ready to go. I'm going to go right in underneath that brow bone, and I'm going to go right down there with it. Now, the lady, let's refresh our memory with what this lady looks like. Hang on just a second. There she is. Put her back up here so I can look at her while I'm doing this. And I'm going to use that crystalline, and I'm going to just go up near the brow bone. Then I'm going to do the other side. Now, it doesn't take a whole lot of this crystalline. You don't have to use a ton of that product. And I'm going to actually go right down in here with this, because if you will put a lighter color down in here on your eye, it opens up your eye. See how that does? It makes your eye look more wide open. So the next thing that I'm going to do is I am going to get the Starry Night. So I'm going to get a little bit of this, and I'm going to put this on. I'm not going all the way down in the corner, but almost. I'm going to go that far down with that. Okay? And then I'm going to go, and I'm going to leave the center of my eye open. I'm not going to put anything in the center. And I'm going to go up in the crease with this Starry Night. And if you have a hooded eye, you're going to want to you're going to have to draw your crease. You're not going to want to put this in the crease because it's going to be too dark. So you're going to want to draw this up above your crease. You're going to actually have to do this on the hood, if that makes sense. And then just kind of blend it in. Not getting in too much of a hurry. I'm just kind of taking my time with it. And you want to, when you get out here, she has extended this out pretty far. Now, if you have a more mature eye, you want to try to blend up. Take that wing up, because it will make your eye look a little more youthful. That's actually a good rule of thumb, ladies. If you want to, give yourself a more youthful eye, do your blending upward, because it really and truly makes a difference in your application. This eye, this is going to be, it directs, you can see how that directs the eye up this way, because that's where we want the eye to look. We want, when somebody looks at us, we want them to look up. We don't want them to see these wrinkles. We want them to look up here. So I'm going to use a little bit more right in here, darken that down just a little bit. I mean, hers is pretty dark, so I'm being pretty liberal with this. I'm not skimping on the eyeshadow. So it may take you several applications, it may take you several coats to get to that intensity. But you just build on it and get it as dark as you like. Now I'm going to stop right there, and I'm going to just kind of blend it just a little bit. And I know this looks really strange. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in there with this pyrite color. Let me find my other blending brush. There it is. And I'm going to use that right there. This is the new fall color, these two that I'm using here. And I'm going to go in the middle with that. Now this is going to amp up that shine, because this is really, really shiny. This has got like a glitter in it because it's a foil eyeshadow. And this is, ladies, if you all have looked at anything that's going on in the world of makeup this fall, it is really, really wild. You can't get too shiny. You can't get too disco. You can't, you just can't get to anything because everything is really, really over the top. So just don't be afraid to use the color. Don't be afraid of it. Just use it. Now that I've got that on there, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit more shine. And so I'm going to go in with this copper right here, and I'm going to add a little bit of shine down the middle. I'm going to add a lot, but just enough right there in that middle to pop that eye out. And I'm going to add a little more of that even up into the crease. So then, after I've got it to that point, I'm going to take my blending brush, and then I'm going to go and I'm going to blend it. Got wig hair hanging down in my face. I'm going to blend all that together. And I'm going to be left with something like this. Now, once I get that like that, to this point, I'm going to take this burnished bronze, and I am going to put a little bit of this right there, right along the edge. I'm not going to use much, but I'm going to do just enough to kind of blend those two together. And this is how a lot of times that you get that look where everything looks like it just fades together, is you take a brown eyeshadow and you go over the top right there at where the two meet. And that just kind of softens that down. Then you take your blending brush and just go back and blend that down. There you go. Now that I've gotten that far, I'm going to take this fan brush, and I'm just going to kind of make sure I don't have any little stray little things right down through here. And now I'm going to go work on this eye. And I'm going to do the exact same thing over on this eye that I just did. Now, can you see how shiny that foil eyeshadow is? I don't know if it's picking up at all on camera, but it's pretty shiny here in the studio. So I'm going to blend that just a little bit more right there, right there. And I'm a firm believer, you really can't blend too much. Just keep blending. And with this look, it's bold and it's brassy, and it's okay. Just, blend it to your however dark or light that you want it to be. Now, she doesn't have on eyeliner except in the waterline on her upper lid. So that's what I'm going to do tonight. And y'all have seen me do this before, and we've talked about it and heard about it and all that stuff. And I have really become a fan of this. I truly have. And I have started doing this almost every time I wear eyeliner. And it takes a little bit of getting used to, and it also takes a little bit of practicing to get it, to do it in your eye. And it feels a little funny when you first start, but once you get the hang of it, it really, really feels good, and it looks great. So I'm going to lift this up, and let me adjust my mirror here. And I'm going to go right in between those lashes with my eyeliner. Now, ladies, this is really the hot look for 2020. And do the same thing. Now, once you start doing this, I use little short strokes. And, you know, I've seen people do the real long strokes. I cannot do that. I have to use little short strokes because if I don't, I'll stick this in my eye, and that is not a pretty picture because I have actually stabbed myself in the eye I don't know how many times. This is Mary Kay's angled brush. This thing is great. This is really good for applying underneath your eyes, or if you want to apply a dark eyeshadow at an angle, you could actually use that to apply right in through there. I didn't, but you could if you wanted to. So this is a great little brush, and it's got some stiff bristles on it. So you can use this anytime you're applying something that's highly pigmented. You're going to want a stiffer bristle. So I'm going to go in with this Starry Night. And I'm going to do this quite a lot more than I normally do. So let's just try it. The other eye. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use the mascara. And I'm going to just go to town with this stuff. This is the Panorama mascara. This is a limited edition mascara. One side of this has an applicator. The other one you use to separate your lashes, the other side of the wand. And then the end has got a little ball brush on it, and you use that to fan out your lashes. I'm going to use this Shy Blush, and I'm going to use Glazed. And I'm going to mix these two together. Copper and blue are really, really big. Those two colors are big this fall. Not only in eye makeup, but in clothes, in home decor, and in, you know, just about everything. It's really big. So if you can pick up something like this Copper and Pyrite, or the Evening Navy, or the Starry Night eyeshadows, you're going to be right on trend for fall. So let me get this blush, and I'm going to load up with it. And I'm going to go right there on the apple of my cheeks, and I'm going to blend and polish. And I'm going to concentrate most of the color right here. And then I'm just going to kind of blend it out. But here is the glazed highlighter, and I'm going to go right over the top of that just lightly. And I'm going to go right in there with it. And then I'm going to go in with the lighter highlighter. I'm sorry, that first one was Honey Glow, and this is Glazed. And I'm going to go right there just to give myself a little bit of a shine. Us old ladies like to shine too, I'm just telling you. We're not going to leave all that for the younger gals. We're going to shine too. Okay, so there is that. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do, I've got all this on so far. Let me let you all take a look here before I do anything. So you can see that this is intense, but I have on this gray wig, and we can certainly wear this without any problem, without anything. We can wear something this intense. I'm 64 years old, and I think it looks just fine. And especially if you wear glasses like I do. When you wear bifocals, your eyeshadow just kind of goes away. I mean, it just does. So, you know, you have to put it on a little bit more intense for people to see it. All right, so the next thing that we're going to do is the lips. So, thank you, ladies. I see you all like this, so good, because I was kind of worried about this. I was like, I've never worn this with gray, but we'll just see what it looks like. You know, I'm up for anything. I'll try it. If it's makeup, I'll try it, and we'll see what it looks like, and it's just kind of like a roll of the dice sometimes. All right, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use, is this the coral? Wait just a second, ladies. Hang on, let me put this on. That is not the coral. I don't think I brought the coral in here. Well, we'll just go with medium nude. That's all right. This is medium nude. I thought I had coral, but I didn't. I think I've got the wrong lid on this is what the problem is. So medium nude. So we're going to go, and I'm just going to line my lips with it. I'm overdrawing my lip just a little bit. And I'm going on that little white line that's on the outside of my lip. So the next thing I'm going to do is we're going to use Bashful You, which is kind of a nude color, and that's what we're going to use tonight. And I'm going to see if I can't dig this out of here with the end of this Q-tip. If not, I'll use my finger. So here we go. Now, ladies, you all have probably heard me say this before. I am a big fan of a defined line around the lips. I like that look, but I understand not everybody likes that. So if you wanted to use coral or light nude instead of this medium nude, it would look perfectly fine with this lipstick. Here we go. Now, the thing about lips this fall season, and let me tell you what the thing is. It seems like they are from one extreme to the other extreme. Lips are either nude or they are like dark. So anything in between, pretty much with your lips, anything goes. Even if you want to use a little bit of shine on your lips, and I'm going to do a little bit of that just right now. I'm going to show you what to do. I'm going to grab a little bit of this copper, and I'm going to go right in the middle of my lip with it, and right up here. And see, that just gives you a little bit of sparkle to your lip. You can do that with any shiny lips, any shiny eyeshadow that you have. You might not want to use, like blue or green or purple. But you could use you could certainly use the crystalline. You could do that. Just be sure to blend it in, and it really kind of makes your lips look a little bit more full. And it also gives the illusion that light is bouncing off of your lips and reflecting. So anything you can do to make yourself look like light is reflecting off of you, that is a good thing. So since I can't carry my ring light around with me wherever I go, which I would love to because it makes me look better, I mean, I think if I could drive down the road holding that thing and just be like, I'm driving, I'm driving, I would do it. I honestly would. Because ever since I got that ring light, I can't hardly stand to take a picture of myself unless I'm sitting here in front of that light. That light has spoiled me. I'm just saying. No particular reason, but it has. So here's the look. Let me take my glasses off so you all can see everything. And you can see, you can certainly, if you have gray hair, you can certainly wear more intense colors, and it looks good. I know some of the big beauty people that are trying to sell, the natural look. I kind of ascribe to the Truvy from Steel Magnolia's school of thought. There is no such thing as natural beauty. As much as I love makeup, I'm gonna pile it on because I just love it. I always have. So, but you certainly could. You could certainly do this, and it looks just perfectly fine with salt and pepper hair. You all have a great evening. Spend some time with your family and love on each other. God bless you all. Bye-bye.